Hi and welcome to Pure Elite TV. If I could just ask you both to introduce yourselves and where you're from.
So hi, my name is Craig O'Sullivan and I am from Ireland and I'm here competing as a junior fitness model.
Hiya, I'm Kiki and I am from Ireland as well, and I'm competing in junior bikini model as well.
Why did you both choose to compete at Pure Elite?
So when we were looking at like different federations and stuff, it was the one that no matter what we like searched or who we asked or who we knew that was involved with it, always like helped everyone out. And like even when we came over today, we were like, oh, like everyone's like, oh, everyone will help and stuff, but like the level of how it actually goes is ridiculous. Like even the lad I was sitting next to, we were talking about like, oh, we haven't had caffeine or whatever. He just pulled out a can of Monster. I was like, here you go, man, that's for you. And then I was like, look, I have extra jellies and resistance bands because he forgot his to pump up. And it's just that kind of like
really family, like kind of orientated federation. Like it's really, really nice.
It's not, there's none of the like cutthroatness that tends to be in other federations. And it's just nice because at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. Everyone comes, everyone puts in the same effort, everyone does their cardio, everyone eats their proper food. So it's just nice that it's appreciated by everyone on the day.
Okay. Did you have anything else that you wanted to ask?
No, Craig stole my answer.
Completely.
No, literally, the reason why I wanted to compete with Pure Elite just because of it's just a tight-knit federation, and like everyone's really, really friendly and really, really nice. Like it's my first time competing, so I was so nervous. And then I had like so many of the pros like message me and tell me like not to worry, that everyone was really, really nice and really, really friendly, and it's just a really nice environment to be in. So
Yeah, and so far they've proved themselves right.
yeah, no, 100%.
As you've both mentioned, it's your first time competing. Have either of you been on the stage just yet? Have you been up for either of your categories?
No, not yet.
No, neither of us have been on yet.
Okay. So other than kind of the family atmosphere, what is it that you like so far, I guess?
The glam. I love being glammed. I literally, during peak week, I was like, no tan, no nothing, and then I just got glammed in a day, and it's so nice getting all your hair done, your makeup done, your bikini, jewellery, everything. I'm obsessed with it.
Like prepping our bodies took about 16 weeks, and prepping this outfit you're looking at here today took about 14 weeks. So she is in love with putting it all together and just having everything done.
Yeah, and you're just like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah, no, it's I'm just kind of like excited but nervous. You want to get on the stage, and you're like, oh no, another hour to like get myself ready, and then you can't wait till after to like have your like treats or whatever. But then you're like, oh god, I don't want the day to end. So it's like, it's just a mad experience at the moment.
How has your prep been? Obviously, you're a couple, and it's quite a unique situation. There's not many couples that prep together. How has it been for you both?
Yeah, like I think definitely if you're a couple and you prep together, it tests your relationship to the max. So I would not like encourage it for like the faint-hearted. You have to be so we like kill each other, but at the same time we really motivate each other as well, which did help a lot. Like anytime I was down, he'd help me, and then if he was down, I'd help him. So like it was a good support system, but at the same time we were killing each other.
It's like a ridiculous roller coaster though. The one thing that we had that was lucky was like we both had, I'd say maybe like 10 days that we would have set classed as our 10 worst days, where like things we just felt down and stuff. But like luckily we like the other person was always fine on the other day. Like we never had a day where the two of us were totally down. So you kind of always had a little pick me up. Like literally I'd say about 2 weeks ago I was literally sitting on the bed and I was like to Kiki, I was like, nah, today I'm not, I just can't go. And she was like, no, come on, let's go. Then like it was like during peak week, then there was a day Kiki was like, should we like cut off a day of training because I'm so tired, and I was like, no, look, we're going today. So it's just like when one person would kind of slack down, the other person would help you pick it up. So it's kind of like definitely, like Kiki was saying, a support system that like if you're on your own you kind of don't have that. Or like another thing, she has to do this for me the whole time. Craig's told to have 5 rice cakes. I'll be like buttering my 6th one and Kiki will be like, stop, Craig.
I literally like take it, I'm like, you don't need this. You were not told to eat this.
I'm so bad that way. So it's if you have someone that'll support you, it's literally the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I can't imagine prepping and not having him prepping, because I just think like he understands everything that I'm going through, and I understand what he's going through. You know, so it's nice that way.
Yeah. So have there been some pretty explosive arguments, or has it just been?
It's actually been like quite like the opposite. Like the two of us would be quite like fiery and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like because towards the end you get so tired and stuff like that.
You just don't have the energy.
You're just kind of like, oh, just go away. So like instead of your fights being like, oh, like I'm leaving and I'm going doing this and whatever, it's just really like I'm going to go to bed now.
Babe, you're hungry.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This
Yeah.
isn't every argument.
And you do kind of get a level of understanding of like, oh look, like I know what she's like from the last 2 years. So like I know on a day where, like say for instance last night I was eating my rice cake, dropped a bit of jam on her foot, and I ended the entire world
Yeah.
On my wet tan.
on her.
Oh,
But
no.
but like that, I was like, okay, bite the bullet here and just stay quiet. But other than that, it's been okay.
Yeah. What do you think have been the highlights of prepping together as well? I mean, obviously, a lot of people would focus on the negatives and that it is hard work and things like that. But what's been like your favourite, happiest parts of it? Would it be?
Mine is genuinely the posing. Like I loved posing throughout prep. Like I got so excited about like my routine, and I had Kate Cummins do my posing for me. And then I came over here and I was like learning more moves, and like genuinely like that's my favorite part of it all. Like is definitely the posing, and I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did.
Yeah. And what about yourself?
Mine is kind of strange. It's actually like the people in the federation, like that. I even like all, like I've been talking to all the pros, and like kind of in any other federation, you like Johnny kind of be like, we're a little bit up or whatever. The second that I followed them, they followed me back, or like I messaged them, like, or like even the time there, like I'm getting the Millie's Treats thing, and Josh was like, oh look man, I saw your story that you like this and this, you have to go with these. It's just kind of like, it's
so
the people
nice.
you meet, and like I was just saying there, lad I never met in my life before, they're like, and we're there swapping rice cakes and caffeine,
love.
and it's just small little things like that, but it's just nice that you wouldn't be experiencing otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I competed a long time ago, and that was one of the things that I noticed. That everyone is so friendly.
Yeah.
Like in other competitions, you can see that it's a bit more hostile. But yeah, I definitely agree that it's a lot more friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
How did you both hear about Pure Elite?
Mostly through like kind of social media and stuff, and it's growing ridiculously rapid, even the amount of Irish people you'll see here today. So we kind of knew people that had competed last year and things like that. And then
A lot of people in our gym as well are competing in Pure Elite.
yeah, there's like 5 of us, I think.
Yeah.
And even at that, like there's 2 or 3 other people that would come to our gym sometimes, just for a session and stuff. So like there's a lot of like familiar faces, and then like that, I'm from West Cork, like very close to where Alistair Hart's from. So I've been following him and whatever, and he kind of just trying to follow in them kind of footsteps. So that's where we heard about it.
Yeah. So that also brings me on to my next question: is are we going to be seeing you in September as well, or are we saving it for the Worlds, depending how today goes?
I think
It depends on
Well,
like
how
the outcome
today
of
goes.
Today, I think what we'll do next. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's-
really sure.
I'm kind of
We're
like,
so tired after a 16-week prep as well, so we just
Yeah.
kind of want to like manage our.
there'll be another paragraph, but it's kind of where the full stop is at the moment is kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
where we're not sure. But
Brilliant.
we'll see how everything
We'll
goes.
see. Well, we'll have to do an update a bit later on
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
how you both got on.
Hopefully a positive one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
if it doesn't, I'll be over in the corner having my races
Yeah.
crying.
Having a break there.
There'll be no update.
Yeah. If there's no update, this is the update.
Okay, that's great. Your favourite Pure Elite pro, who would it be and why?
I think this is really unfair because I think all the pros, like every single one I've talked to, is unbelievable. Like I could literally tell you why I like Lauren, why I like Vic, why I like Kate. Kate's my posing coach, so my heart does lie with her. Like she's been a real motivator for me. And the fact that like she wasn't competing and then like a week she was like, oh yeah, I'm competing, and she did it in 6 weeks. I just think her work ethic is amazing. So it would probably be Kate, but I literally love every single person I talk to that is a pro.
I think we've got our answer there from you though, so it would be Kate, although you
And
you obviously-
Alistair as well, because I love Alistair too.
Yeah.
But I like all of them. Like it's literally ridiculous.
But if you had to make you choose, it would be Kate.
And Alistair.
And
The two
Alistair.
Irish ones.
The 2 Irish ones.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And what about yourself?
I'm going to stay loyal to my Cork roots and all that and go with Alistair. But that's just because like the amount of like help and everything that he's like provided for us in the lead up to this. Like he's literally been like a father figure to our, like my Pure Elite dad. Literally,
Yeah.
no matter what it was, he was there for us, like helped us with everything. So like there's, as much as every other pro impresses me, like they're just on a personal level, everything that he's done for me, it has to be Alistair.
Yeah, just because of his experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
And
that's-
he says it how it is, he keeps it simple, and that's just what I like about him.
if you could train with any Pure Elite pro, who would it be and why?
I think I'd like to hit up a session a day with Josh. Just go for a big upper session, and go for one of these massive feeds of food he seems to be going for all the time. But I think it'd be interesting just to train with someone like that.
Yeah.
I think that I'd like to train with Josh as well. I'd love him to crucify my quads. Like, I've seen his stories, and he put, like, I think it was Amelia and
Yeah.
Victoria through like a leg session, and I was like, oh my god, like, you will not be able to walk after that. So I think it would be Josh as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? Josh has been the most popular answer so far.
Oh, really?
Yours is the most unusual answer because everyone has said legs, but you've said upper body session.
Yeah, I like training arms. He has good arms, so.
Yeah. I can understand that. What are your plans for your cheat meal, or I don't know what you want to call it, your naughty meal after the show?
If you asked us 2 weeks ago, we would have been like so specific, like we're going to go here, then we're going to go here, then we're going to go here. But like yesterday, we went buying loads of like treats, and we had a few like big, massive eggs and things like that, and we just kept putting them back and picking up small things and small things and small things. So it's like a little cupboard of stuff we have at home, and I have been for 16 weeks craving chicken nuggets. So I'm literally going to be going to McDonald's and ordering 20 of them and a strawberry milkshake, and then going home and eating my body weight in sweets. I have no shame in calling it a cheat meal, dirty meal, whatever you want to call it.
Everybody has a different name for it,
Oh.
so.
Exactly. I have such a sweet tooth. Like, McDonald's wouldn't do much for me, so I'm just gonna stick to my like Reese's, my Hershey's, and his little sister said she'd make me a cookie dough cake. So
Oh,
Oh no, like they've gone
We
out buying
found
the
it.
ingredients.
Oh,
They're
wow.
going cooking in the house tonight, cooking it up. Oh, and we have a slab each of Millie's treats to dig into.
yeah, I forgot about those. I ordered them like 6 weeks ago because I'm eager. And
What's
then
mine? White chocolate
yours is white chocolate and Kinder Bueno.
and Kinder Bueno. So like that. And I like, if you give me anything with white chocolate, I will eat it. Like,
And they probably won't they won't make it past the venue. Like, they'll be
Yeah.
gone, like, realistically.
oh, I think they'll actually be the first thing to go.
Yeah.
So come late this evening, you both are going to be in food comas.
Oh yeah,
I'll
and
be
like
sweet
pastries
tapping
are
my
like,
belly.
I love like savoury things and things like that, but like we're literally cravings for pastries for some reason has been out the roof. I do not know why, but like anything baked like that, I just want.
Have you got any of that as well, like pastries with you as well?
We have donuts.
We have donuts
Yeah.
and we have Oreo donuts. We have muffins and we have caramel
Is there
galaxies.
anything we don't have?
Yeah,
is
we
the
have-
question
we have a
you
lot.
You're gonna have a
probably
bite
asked
of
us.
everything.
Do you know the maddest thing was, like, I went up to the counter to pay for like, I mean, a trolley load of like food, and it was like £40, and I was like, if I bought this much chicken for £40, I'd have nothing. Look at all this that I can have.
Yeah.
So cheap for the junk food.
Oh,
though.
it's ridiculous! Like,
All right, so we know what you're eating. Right, next part is our quick fire round. So I've just got a couple of questions. I don't know who to ask first.
Which
Any preference?
No,
Okay,
you can.
if you both call out at the same time, so hold this in the middle, and I'm going to do some quick fire. I don't want you to think, I just want you to say. So, Josh or Jade?
Josh,
Jade.
Stuart or Janine?
Stuart.
Janine. And her
Oh.
shoes. Sorry.
And the shoes.
Yeah.
Do you know, that was actually really good for the both of you.
Yeah,
guys.
this is hilarious.
All right, so that has been great interviewing you both. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Just
Any advice or anything like that for any competitors or anyone thinking of competing?
more advice for someone that hasn't competed yet and is thinking about it. It's not like this big scary world. The hardest thing about prep is the prep itself. Today is literally just enjoyable. It's kind of like,
Making lots of new
yeah,
friends.
it's like adding a little day of Christmas. You get to go on stage, you get like your friends and family around you, and then you get to go eat a load of food. You couldn't ask for anything better. And you have abs too, so
Yeah.
Well, for like a short period of
it
time.
all adds up.
Maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Was there anything else that you wanted to add or any advice?
No, I think that was perfect.
Yeah.
Literally, I feel the same.
I steal all her answers.
Yeah, it's because he has the mic. He keeps
Yeah.
talking before me. He's like, that was my answer.
It's because you're a couple as well. It's the telepathy. You're sending him thoughts.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, like, and like we literally like live together and everything. We
Yeah.
prep together. Our brains are like on sync.
Yeah.
So like sometimes people are like, oh, like, do you just agree with each other? And we're like, no, like I'd just be repeating if I said what she said already.
Do you both have any advice for competitors for the show?
I think with the show is just to like, because prep plays a lot of mind games with you, and I think that like when you're competing, just know that once you've put in the effort and you put in the hard work, don't let like your head get the better of you. So if you think some days you're like, oh, I'm bloated, oh, I'm shredded, like just literally just stick to it and just be like really consistent, and like then the results just show, and it like just trust yourself is what I'd kind of say.
Yeah, great. And what about yourself? Any other advice you'd like to give to competitors?
Just definitely go ahead and do it. Like I was saying, it's a ridiculous experience. Like, the people seem to think that like the day of the show is the big bad day. It's not. Like, today you meet everyone, you get to go through your routine, you have your friends and family with you. It's literally it's ridiculous, but it's really like rewarding at the end of prep to actually have, because you go through all that suffering, but then you kind of have a day of enjoyment that you like technically can't get through anything else. And it's just a matter of doing it. And like that, if you feel like there's no happy medium with it, if you feel ripped, you're going to feel like you're small. If you feel big, you're going to feel like you're not ripped. It's just keep everything to yourself, and just literally do your best. It sounds so cliche, but it's literally what you have to do.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. Thank you to you
Thank
both.
you.